creativity, employability, and personal development. Welcome to the second half. Welcome to our lecture. Let's get started. Your assessment, your second portfolio is kickstarting today. You'll be submitting it on December 13th. So you have just 4 weeks until submission. Start preparing it today, please, okay? So the first part is your asset creation project. You have 2 choices, a 7i project or the entrepreneurial proposal. In the 7i project, you can create your YouTube channel, your TikTok, your Medium blog. You can create music. You can use latest AI tools to create your social media content, your personal brand. You can create your fashion line. You can write your book as you wish, whatever you wish to do. If you want to do something more creative, choose the first option. You can create any of these things: brands, music, TikTok, YouTube channel, Medium blog, book. Think about your assets. Try to create your assets, contents, as soon as you can. The second option is you will start your solopreneurship journey, one-person enterprise. You can create your own online store, let's say. Amazon store, or Etsy, or Gumroad store. You can create digital products. You can start selling them. Your goal in this option is to make money as soon as possible. Try to sell your first product. You can create your Shopify store, Amazon store, as you wish. You can try drop shipping. You can create digital products, PDFs, templates. You can use artificial intelligence to kickstart your journey of solopreneurship. You can apply what we covered in this class to make money. So the goal is to make money and follow these steps and reflect about them, write about them. Whichever option you choose, make sure that you capture what you created. The requirement is, whatever you create, you need to share it with the public. Make it open, accessible. We should easily be able to open your links, put all your real links, okay? They should be open to public. You should publish them. You should open your stores. These should be real projects, okay? Real projects. You should make them open, accessible to everyone in the world. That's the goal. Whatever you do, let's say your TikTok, your YouTube channel, your online store, they should be open for business, open for your audience right away. And put the links, please. You should also put screenshots of these. Let's say if you created a TikTok or YouTube channel, make sure you include all the screenshots, sample videos. Let's say if you create a YouTube channel, make sure you upload some sample videos. The same for your online stores. If you have an online store, make sure you upload some sample products, start selling them. Okay? So we should be able to click on all of these links, but also include screenshots. And then explain what you have done in this outline. You need to write about it in these outlines. 1,500 words about what you created. How did you create it? And follow the steps. Respond to these questions. Okay? And then the rest of the portfolio is easier. It is the same as previous. So you need to attach the lecture evidence of the second half starting today. So we kickstart the second half today. You need to attach, again, paragraphs from each Friday. I think there will be 5 Friday afternoons in total. Yeah, or four maybe. Just include them. And learning adventures. Again, the exercises that we do in the lectures, choose 2 of them from the second half. You can choose whichever, but develop them in detail. So essentially the same with the first portfolio, but you do this for the second half lectures. Okay? And seminars, there will be 8 seminars again, the same, just like the last time. And we started building the first 2 in the seminar this week. make sure you include all of them. Okay? And this is the assessment. This is how you will be graded. So 50% will be your asset creation project, whichever you choose. The first 50% is about your asset creation project, executive summary, creativity and design thinking, reflection, impact and contribution, research and knowledge. These are the criteria. And then your lecture evidence and your seminars. Yeah? So please prepare it and start thinking about your portfolio, your project, asset creation project. The most important part is this asset creation project. Which option will you be choosing, 7i or the entrepreneurial proposal? You can also combine these if you want. So which option will you be choosing? What will you be doing? Start doing it right away and capture your journey. So start creating ideas about your asset creation coursework. Do some initial brainstorming. I think some of you have already started. Some of you have shared your journeys with me, TikToks, YouTube channels, Medium blogs. You can kickstart your Substack newsletter, whatever. Like, just document your journey, okay? Whatever you do. Apply your ideas immediately. Try to monetize them. Try to make money. Publish. Make it open to all public. And see what happens. Let's go over what happened recently in the stock market and in technology. Over $1.28 trillion was added to the US stock market in one day due to the recent elections. So Silicon Valley loves Trump. All the technology stocks are up. There's an euphoria. Investors are really happy. And you can see it was the best day for stock market in almost 2 years. All green. Tesla hit 1 trillion market cap. After the stock rally, it more than 30% after Trump's election. They are working together, the incredible duo now. Yeah, so the stocks are way up. Nvidia hits all-time high, reaching 3.57 trillion valuation. It has surpassed Microsoft as well as Apple. It is literally the most valuable company in the world, a huge success. Nvidia stock surges to a record high, solidifying its position as the world's most valuable company. He was in India and then he was in Japan. He made amazing keynotes. Have you watched them? Make sure you watch them on Nvidia's YouTube channel.
Things that I love, dancing and dogs, and I made them into a successful business.
I'll show some snippets.
Unlimited social media.
And YouTube Shorts.
Couple goals.
I'm throwing a party for you at Alternate on November 23rd.
Sign up with Revolut.
It's okay. The Grace CPU has a super fast chip-to-chip link. What's amazing is this computer is the first of its kind where this much computation, first of all, fits into this small of a place. Second, it's memory coherent. They feel like they're just one big happy family working on one application. You have arrived concert. You have arrived at a developers conference. There will be a lot of science described, algorithms, computer architecture, mathematics. Blackwell is not a chip. Blackwell is the name of a platform. People think we make GPUs, and we do, but GPUs don't look the way they used to. This is Hopper. Hopper changed the world. This is Blackwell. It's okay, Hopper. Quality issues, no cache issues. It's just one giant chip, and it goes into two types of systems. The first one, not fast enough, so we built another chip. This chip is just an incredible chip. We call it the NVLink switch. It's 50 billion transistors. It's almost the size of Hopper all by itself. This switch chip has 4 NVLinks in it, each 1.8 terabytes per second, and all that.
Watch the keynote. It has some amazing insights, and he also introduced some demos, robots as well, in his keynote. Bitcoin has reached all-time high. It has surpassed 90,000 actually, $90,000. So if you had bought Bitcoin, one Bitcoin last year, it was $36,000 last year. Now it has more than doubled. It will also, I think, triple. So it will soon reach 100K. Some experts say it will reach 100K before the end of this year, which is incredible. That means Satoshi Nakamoto will be the richest person in the world very soon. Right now, Bitcoin has surpassed the top 10 assets. I think it's the most valuable 8 asset in the world right now. And it keeps rising. And some countries are also investing in Bitcoin. There are some secret countries buying in huge amounts of Bitcoin. And of course, China is buying huge amounts of Bitcoin. And of course, Trump says, the crypto market, I will support it. So, and of course, Elon Musk, the new government. So Elon Musk is also supporting all this. So we will see even further rises of Bitcoin. Trump is boosting crypto, and it will soon hit 100K. Some experts says it will reach 1 million at some point, $1 million. After Trump's victory, 4B movement is spreading. Women who are not dating, marrying, sleeping with, having children with men, which is a huge movement now on TikTok. Perplexity was the leader of this election night. It provided real-time election tracking, and it was the leader AI tool. And it was the winner of the election night. ChatGPT introduced a new tool that will rival Google. It is called ChatGPT Search, and it is really powerful. If you haven't tried it, try it. It is really powerful. So that means there is new competition to Google and Perplexity. Are lawyers in trouble? OpenAI's Frontier 01 model can do $8,000 of work in 5 minutes instead of $3 instead. So you don't have to hire lawyers for $8,000 and wait for 10 days. No, you can do it instantly right now and pay just $3 and achieve the results in just 10 minutes. So some lawyers' legal jobs are in trouble, as well as some other jobs. The first company that went bankrupt, have you read the news? Greg's. This is the student assignment company in Silicon Valley. They went bankrupt. Why? Because of ChatGPT. They lost 99% of value. AI will understand humans better than humans do understand humans. This is based on Stanford research. Google CEO Sundar Pichai said more than 25% of our code at Google is now generated by AI. In some companies, this is almost 50%. Coding, much of it, is now generated by AI. In 5 years, AI systems will be able to write and improve their own code, leading to recursive self-improvements. And humans, our civilization is not ready for this. Elon Musk says in 2040, there will be at least 10 billion humanoid robots, priced at $20K to $25K each. You'll be able to buy these robots for home use or at work. You'll be soon working with these robots in your workplace, and these robots will have a salary of probably $40K. They will generate much more value than $40,000 in a year because they can work 7 days, 24 hours. Unlike humans, they never get any need for rest. They don't need any breaks. Just charge them, that's it. So they will increase, amplify productivity. And when you upload ChatGPT to these robots, they will be really smart. Think about that. And you'll have to work with them in order to retain your job. Maybe you'll train robots to perform more effectively. Beatles released an AI-assisted track, Now and Then. it's now nominated for Grammys. AI artwork created by a robot for Alan Turing sells for $1 million. This is AI, Ida Robot's AI God artwork. It has been sold for $1 million, which is unparalleled in history.
Well, there have been many artists called non-artists, right from Matisse and Picasso and the like, and they seem to have fared history pretty well by being called a non-artist. Is it art? Well, that's up to the audience to decide. Our focus is an ethical arts project that explores the current...
My artwork is a portrait of Alan Turing, the brilliant British mathematician who laid the foundation for modern computing and artificial intelligence.
So, and this was another robot. It played cello with an orchestra.
Being played by a robot. Musicians of the human variety from Sweden's Malmö Symphony Orchestra were joined by a robotic cellist. In a world where many professions are concerned about their jobs being replaced by AI, the composer of the music says some in the symphony were not happy about the robot's presence.
I received some feedback, from some musicians that were a little bit frightened about, also from social media, people who are,
So, there are changes everywhere. Top 50 AI startups of this year, you can see the great majority are from the US. And we have some leaders here, Perplexity and all these different AIs. They are reaching billions very soon and very fast. And these are all becoming unicorns. Some of them are robotics companies. AI is also pioneering science. As you know, this year, Nobel Prize was won by AI teams. And Nobel Prize winners did research about AI.
Artificial intelligence is making true scientific discoveries, actual new science that humans did not discover themselves. This is an absolute prerequisite for AI achieving ASI, artificial superintelligence. Now, if you remember, I made a video about Leopold Aschenbrenner's situational awareness paper. And in that paper, he specifically called out what is called the intelligence explosion. There would then unquestionably be an intelligence explosion, and the intelligence of man would be left far behind. Thus, the first ultra-intelligent discoveries, and then reapply it to itself, which is basically self-improvement. And then at that point, you deploy hundreds, thousands, millions of these AI agents that are recursively self-improving, and that is the intelligence explosion. And what does that actually look like when it is applied to the scientific field? What does society look like when science is solved? That's what we're going to be looking at today. This is the research paper, Artificial Intelligence, Scientific Discovery and Product Innovation by
MIT paper, recent.
Aidan Toner Rogers out of MIT, and it just came out just about a week ago. And what Aidan did was give artificial intelligence researchers to over 1,000 scientists in one of the largest US scientific research and discovery labs. And if you remember a few months ago, out of Sakana Labs out of Japan, they released something called the AI Scientist, which was kind of a glimpse into what this might actually look like. That is AI that is able to propose theorems, go and run tests, iterate, fail, iterate, discover new science. And right here it says, to provide evidence on these questions, I exploit the randomized introduction of an AI tool for materials discovery to 1,018 scientists in the R&D lab of a large US firm for language model use cases, and organize all the information generated across the LLM workflow from experimentation to evaluations to... And so, as the paper describes, the technology has strikingly disparate effects across the productivity distribution. The bottom third of scientists see little benefit. The output of top researchers nearly doubles. AI paper, and based on some other papers that I've been reading lately, I think we're at the precipice of the next stage of AI. So, first we have level 1, which is basic chatbots, AI with conversational language. That is the GPT series of models. Then we have level 2, reasoners, human-level problem solvers. And that is when you get to the later stage GPT models. And they are really good at reasoning, and they essentially pass the Turing test easily. Then we have level 3, agents and systems that can take actions. And we're just starting to scratch the surface there. But
so now we are entering level 3 right now in history.
Here is where we're also scratching the surface in what seems like in parallel. Level 4, innovators, AI that can aid invention. Now, again, I'm going to reference the situational awareness paper by Leopold Aschenbrenner. We have it right here, the intelligence explosion. And what does it say? Automated AI research. When AI is able to research and discover new science and then apply it to itself, recursive self-improvement. That is when we're going to have super intelligence, this explosion in intelligence, because recursion is all you need. And again, the Sakana AI paper, AI scientist, towards fully automated, open-ended scientific discovery. This is a model that is able to come up with ideas, test the ideas, come up with conclusions, and actually publish its research. So we have the LLM idea plan innovation, novelty check, idea scoring, experimentation, coding, everything that a traditional AI scientist would do now can be done, or at least there's the template of what can be done in this.
So it takes our jobs as well. Yeah, we'll soon be out of all white collars are in danger actually. So we are now jumping into level 3. Yeah, everybody is talking about these AI agents. Yeah, AI agents will be able to control computers, use all these different applications to generate value. They will be able to book your plane tickets, run your project, etc. So, if you look at human progress through time, you are just here. We will soon experience something incredible. AI that can invent AI. AI that will invent new AI, which is the ultimate progress. And we don't know anything about how to deal with this intelligence explosion. We call this singularity. You can do research about singularity. We also call it superintelligence, intelligence explosion. What will happen when AI systems become much more intelligent than humans, than us? Sam Altman says AGI will come in 2025. Artificial general intelligence is coming fast, and we are getting ready for this. So how do we deal with this? I wrote, last Saturday afternoon, I wrote a cheat sheet about AI and how to master AI to create value as an entrepreneur. So I wrote this book with the help of Claude on a Saturday afternoon, and I uploaded it on Gumroad. You can check the link, but this is how it looks like. And I will share 10 mental models from this book with you. The first one, you need to master these two mental models in order to generate value, I think. So I just created this book on a Saturday afternoon, very easy. So you can easily create your own books, digital products, on a Saturday, upload them to Gumroad, and you're ready to go. Yeah? Do it for your projects. The first one, AI force multiplier model. Whatever you can do, AI can multiply it by 1,000. So let's say you turn your best skill into an AI-powered system. What unique value can I create? You can then create it with scale using AI systems. Multiply it by 100 or 1,000. AI will amplify your best strengths and contributions at scale. The second concept, digital twin. You need to create your own digital twin. Everything valuable should exist twice, digitally as well. We call this the concept of a digital twin. Everything in the world is now being generated digitally. Everything will have its own digital twin. Yeah? Your body, our hospitals, our institutions, they will all have their digital twins. And you can run simulations on these digital twins. So you can also create your own digital twin, which will be your digital entity, which will be your digital extension of yourself. You can do this by using AI tools right now. Give your best work a digital life. You can transform your physical success into digital assets. So you can generate value even when you're sleeping because of your digital twin. Your digital twin can continue to generate value on behalf of you. It will be your own avatar, your AI version. The third one, pattern hunter. Value that you generate lies in seeing patterns that others are missing. So can you see these hidden patterns? AI will help you to explore these hidden patterns. AI is very good in pattern recognition, even if these patterns are hidden in complexity. You can use AI tools to master these hidden patterns. What hidden patterns are repeating that others are ignoring? Can I uncover these? Can I turn these into observations, assets? You can ask your AI assistants about these questions. Yeah? Probability surfer. Success comes from surfing probabilities, not predicting outcomes. You can now computate all these hundreds, thousands of probabilities due to quantum computing as well as AI systems. So AI systems will help you generate dozens of simulations. You can launch small experiments continuously all the time without waiting for actual market results. You can run experiments, start tiny experiments using AI systems. and gather feedback from the AI. What could I try today at almost zero cost? And you can try this instantly. You can run these free experiments using your AI assistant. AI assistant will accelerate you, and it will act your probability surfer. Yeah? You will become probability surfers to generate value. The infinite apprentice, you can use AI to master the art of learning. You can now accelerate your learning by at least 100 using AI systems. What are you curious about? Today, curiosity has become the biggest power that you can ever have on your belt. The biggest super strength that you will ever have is your curiosity. Your curiosity is a muscle. You need to multiply it by at least 100, even 1,000. You need to be curious about everything. Mars, interstellar travel, asteroid mining, Bitcoin, these cryptos, the future of metaverse, how robots will be paid, digital rights of robots, what will be to your digital presence after you die? All these questions. Be curious, explore them, and master the art of learning by using AI as your personal tutor. You can learn from your AI professors much faster. Your AI professor, such as Claude, ChatGPT, is much faster than me. Yeah? You can now use these AI systems as your professors. You can learn faster, deeper. Knowledge alchemist. You can transform information into valuable forms and assets instantly using AI systems. Can you turn knowledge into systems of real value? Can you take one insight and create 5 forms of value from it? Maybe you can turn this into a YouTube video, a Medium article, a mini course you can upload to Skillshare, a social media TikTok account. You can monetize all of these right now. And you can automate these with your AI tools as well. You can create faceless YouTube channels, TikToks, which will hopefully go viral and create amazing value. Even if you are not there, you can do these things, automate these. Magnetic orbit. You need to create gravity that naturally attracts opportunity. This is your personal brand, okay? Your digital presence. Think about your personal brand and how you craft it in today's day and age and in the future. So build value that value centers that pull others. So you'll create so much value that brands, companies, managers will be compelled to work with you. You'll create such great products, such great content, such great TikToks, videos, art pieces, Medium articles, inventions that you create so good creations and assets that they can no longer ignore you. They have to work with you. You keep receiving offers again and again. That's the mentality. Like you create your personal brand, which will be so attractive that you'll have hundreds of thousands of people following you. You'll also have brands who will want to work with you because of your gravity, your magnetic orbit, your personal brand that will shine. So be so good that they can no longer ignore you. Time arbitrage. You will be working in now, next, and not yet simultaneously. That means you need to be in conversation with your future self that exists in 10 years from now. Let's say your future self who lives in 2035. You need to converse, have conversations with that future self every day to make your decisions. Let's say I'm talking with my future self in 2035. Yeah? What should I do today? Tell me. All my decisions are based on my conversations with my future self. Okay? So you really think long term. You are futuristic. You talk with your future self to make your decisions. That's why you can create much bigger value much faster. Because you are very future oriented, long term oriented. And you can learn much faster from the future. The quantum creator, you can maintain multiple probabilities until enormous value emerges. So let's say you can start 10 possible projects without committing to any of them. So you can kickstart 10 different projects at the same time for your asset creation project. You don't have to choose, actually. You can create your YouTube channel, at the same time your TikTok, Instagram Reels, your brand, your Gumroad, your Substack newsletter, your ebooks on Amazon. You can create digital products. You can do all of these at the same time in real time and see what happens. Publish them all and test them. Publish them on LinkedIn, different platforms, and see which one goes viral, which one generates more interest. Build on that feedback loops. Think of this as your plants. Each asset is like a plant you are growing. You'll be growing dozens of plants, dozens of assets in multiple platforms, and see which ones are growing faster. You can do all of these due to these AI systems. AI will help you. And the last one, exponential engine. Small advantages compound into insurmountable leads in the long term. So that means you need to find 1% improvement that you can make on a daily basis. Can you improve an aspect, a skill of yourself 1% every day? This is very important. This establishes consistency. You do not break the chain. You write consistently. You create content consistently. You make videos consistently every day. If you improve 1% every day, and if you do it 365 times a year, that means you will compound 365 times. That means this 1% on a daily basis will compound to 37 times. That means 3,700%. Enormous. This is the power of mathematics. This is the power of magic, compounding, we call it. If you mathematically compute it, you will see that even if you improve 1% every day, in 1 year, you will be 37 times better. This is the power, magic of compounding. And with these AI tools, you can easily improve and upgrade yourself, not just 1%. You can improve 5%, 7% every day using these AI tools, because these AI tools will accelerate your journey and your upgrade. So use these 10 principles. If we review them, AI force multiplier, you'll multiply your strengths. Digital twin, your digital presence and twin. Pattern hunter, you'll find hidden patterns using AI. Probability surfer. Infinite apprentice, to master accelerate learning. Knowledge alchemist, you turn knowledge into assets, products, digital products. Magnetic orbit, this is your personal brand. Time arbitrage, you talk to your future self. Quantum creator, you pay attention to multiple probabilities at the same time. Both and. You'll try all of them. And exponential engine. 1% improvement, compounded, become 37 times better in 1 year. Okay? So these are the top 10 models you can use. AI tools and demos, and you can find this product on Gumroad. If you go to my Gumroad, you can download it, buy it for $1, symbolic amount, okay? So in the next session, I'll share some AI tools and demos with you. Are you familiar with these AI tools? Have a look. Have you used them? If you use them, put check mark. If not, put an action so that you can open them, experiment with them. Midjourney, have you used it to generate photos, let's say? Leonardo AI to generate art. InVideo to generate videos. Runway ML to generate videos from photos. Beethoven generating music. Opus Clip generating viral videos. Have you looked at these? If not, please play around these tools. Okay? So I follow this guy. He's great in illustrating these latest tools. It is called the AI tool. So
every single AI tool that gets released. And this week, I wanted to share with you 7 that I recently found that I think you're going to find very valuable. Now, the first one on the list is from Google. It's called Google Illuminate. Now, this is very similar to another function that you'll find inside of another app called Notebook LM. This is from Google. This is one of their most popular and one of the most popular tools in the world of AI. So if you haven't used Notebook LM, I'll just briefly show you what that is. Now, with Notebook LM at notebooklm.google.com, you could add all kinds of sources. This is all your own information, your own research, your own knowledge base. And then you could have an AI-based chat conversation with all your own sources. Now, one of the most interesting things inside of Notebook LM is this thing called Audio Overview, where it takes all that information in those documentation and creates a podcast. This was an 8-minute podcast that it created for me, and I made a different video all about Notebook LM and this Audio Overview. So I'll link that below because this is not a Notebook LM video, where Google is testing out all kinds of new AI apps. So I checked this website. Google LM was first.
This is Labs Google. You can check it, try all these tools with free.
Released here. They have all kinds of different tools here that they're testing out, but this one is called Illuminate. Let me go ahead and try this to show you this. Google Illuminate
Is a wonderful tool. It helps you create AI podcasts.
Transforms your content into engaging AI-generated audio discussions between 2 different people. It uses the same voices that are inside of Notebook LM. Now down here, they also have a library. I'll just press play on one just so you see what it sounds like.
Ready to break down some research? This paper, Artificial Intelligence Index Report 2024, explores the rapid advancements and growing influence of artificial intelligence, AI.
Add these scroll animations to your website in just a few seconds.
I'm ready. It's absolutely incredible how fast AI is evolving.
To create those audio overviews on this page, you have to search for a topic or paste a PDF URL. Well, huge limitation right now. You can't upload your own PDFs. So I'm hoping they roll that out right now. Again, very pulling these PDFs from. So let me just look up this one and this one right here. I'll select these 2. I'll add those as my sources. And then over here, it says create a discussion tailored for. You could change your audience. So general audience is what you pick by default, but you could go ahead and change that, type in your own audiences with a longer duration. So it says you could do medium, you could do longer, and you could do quick, which is less than 5 minutes. The tone should be friendly. So in this case, let me change this to medium. And then you could go ahead and press generate from here. Now, this took about a minute here to create. It's 6 minutes, the medium length. Let me go ahead and press play.
Welcome to our discussion. Today, we'll be delving into 2 fascinating papers that explore.
So that means you can now generate your own articles on Claude, on ChatGPT. You can write these amazing papers about the future, and then you can create podcasts using these tools. AI podcasts, having conversations about your papers. And you can monetize them, publish your podcasts.
Underpinnings of physics and the nature of physical laws.
And then you could press this hand signal right here, and then it opens up this Q&A where you could ask any questions about those papers. So if any type of content that you want to then turn into a diagram or a visual element, or you could just create by using a text prompt.
So the next one is Napkin AI. If you go to Napkin AI, let's say you want to create figures that are engaging. Go to Napkin AI. It will help you generate figures based on your text.
AI actually does 2 things. It actually writes you an entire blog post if you wanted to use this blog post, but I want to create this visual element right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click this. It's going to create a visual element. And look how nice this looks, this kind of graphic.
So Napkin AI can turn your articles into these figures instantly.
It will take quite a while to create, and these are other alternatives to it too. So we just hover over each one. Right? So if you like any of these, you could go ahead and click it and it will save it like this. And then if you want to download it, let's say I don't want to use this post at all, I'm going to go ahead and download it as a PNG. And if I want to turn any other parts of this into a visual, I could just select that portion of it. And here's some other options that we have. These are really nice. Let me see what other styles we get out of this one. Oh, very cool. So like that, again, download this too. And this brings me to the third tool here, which is called Gamma. And Gamma I've covered multiple times. It's the best AI tool right now for creating presentations, alternative to things like PowerPoint. And you just could paste text. You could generate just using a single line of text, or you could import any type of file. I'll show you this one for now. I'm going to create a presentation for hiring the right people, similar content. And this is the number of cards. If you have the paid version, you could get more cards. With the free version, you're going to be limited on how many cards. Cards are kind of like slides. Here's the outline. I'm going to press continue, and I'm going to choose a theme. Let me just choose this theme right here. And this is what it's going to look like. And I'm going to press generate just to show you the power of Gamma. It's kind of one of the most mind-blowing AI tools. Look at this. It's creating the entire presentation here in real time. I'm not editing this right now. It's writing all the copy. That was from one line of text here. And it's going to even create these images for us. These are AI generated. You could switch these with your own. This looks kind of funny. And then if you want to change any of these with any of the things you made inside of Napkin AI, you'll just have to select that image here. I'm going to remove this one. I'm going to go ahead and click over here to create a presentation, the impact of AI in marketing. And then you could go ahead to present mode right here. And then it will present it just like this. And then you could go through the entire presentation slide by slide. Some of these have different graphics to them. Really easy to create these, editable just like any PowerPoint documents. Now, before I jump into the next one, let me also introduce you to Flow. This is from a company called Speechmatics. They're the sponsor for today's video. They've been leading the speech technology space for over a decade now. And Flow is a brand new conversational AI API tool. And this is completely different than other models. Even the best models from OpenAI can't keep up with some of the things that Flow can do. Let me show you a quick demo, and then I'll show you a couple of videos they have on how...
Oh, just here to chat with you. Anything exciting happening today?
Yeah, I'm making a YouTube video right now about some top AI tools.
That sounds interesting. What kind of AI tools are you featuring?
Just things about creating real-time voice conversations right now.
Ah, brilliant. Real-time voice tech is fascinating. Are you focusing on any specific applications?
Okay, well, I'm focusing on Flow right now. Now, there's three things that really sets Flow.
So, yeah, you can create real-time conversations with these AI, intelligent conversations with these AI tools now. And you can explore all the other tools as well. So, yeah, make sure you subscribe to this guy and explore all these tools, new demos. Here's another one. Here it generates 700 shorts in just 20 minutes.
Building a monetizable faceless YouTube channel with AI automation? This YouTube channel is raking in over $9,000 per month by uploading simple YouTube. Wait, doesn't this sound familiar? You've probably come across one of these videos on YouTube, and if you haven't, then here's a quick recap. A few months ago, a game-changing method for creating YouTube Shorts emerged. It spread like wildfire, and many YouTubers started making videos about it. But here's the catch. They all showcase the same method, using the exact same reference channel as an example. And to top it off, they were all making shorts about psychology facts. It can be just a coincidence, right? But to be honest with you, the previous content idea was very popular for a time, bringing great success to early creators in that niche. The market became oversaturated as more and more began producing similar fact-based shorts. This made it difficult for recent creators to stand out and see the same results. But nobody had thought of using this powerful AI method in our hands in different creative ways. In fact, one of my past videos on this topic, among the earliest, proved to be my most successful so far. Therefore, I took on the responsibility of developing an updated version that builds on what worked before, but takes it to the next level. I'll still be using ChatGPT and Canva for this, but the content I'm cooking up this time is going to take things to a whole new level. By the time this video ends, you'll not only have your own faceless YouTube channel that you can finally monetize, but it will also be built on automation using AI. I'm talking about creating 3 months worth of YouTube Shorts all at once. And that's not all. I'll demonstrate how to get this AI to generate all your titles, descriptions, hashtags, you name it. Get ready. To show you the evidence, here's a YouTube channel focused on quiz and riddle videos. These videos are racking up millions of views. The reason behind their viral success is simple. They keep viewers engaged and their curiosity piqued with each quiz or riddle. Seth, if you're using a Mac, earnings often meet or exceed its higher estimates.
Add these scroll animations to your website in just a few seconds.
So what he does is he generates these riddles.
Videos will produce shorts since YouTube now monetizes shorts. Let's see what
ChatGPT generates these riddles.
GPT brings us. Whoops, it said it can do 10 at a time, so we'll just have to keep hitting it up until we get them all.
10 at a time.
No use arguing with an AI, right?
Engaging and enjoyable riddles.
Wacky sometimes, with fields like title,
You transfer them to a document.
hype, and body, ending up extra long for no reason. So I'll give it a round to make things easier down the road.
With the UK's #1 redistributor.
Canva, you go to Canva to design this.
Of the text, let's add a text background. Select the square shape. Now we need a lil illustration. How about a fella pointing up? That could work nicely. Green. And now for one of the key steps. Right-click that text layer and hit Showtime part as well. Key on your keyboard. You can choose any timer you prefer. My suggestion is to spend some time finding free music from the YouTube Music Library and Step 4 is where the real magic happens. In this step, I'm going to show you how to automate the rest of the process. Scroll down a bit and click on Apps, then search for Bulk Create. However, please note that to access this tool, you need them. Now pay close attention to this crucial step. Right-click on the title and select Connect Data. We need to connect each data point to its respective text element on the screen. Soon enough, you'll understand why. For example, if this is the body text, you need to select Body from the Connect Data list. It will appear as ticked, like this. Now, click Continue, and then hit Generate. Abracadabra, in just a matter of seconds, you'll have 30 shorts ready for you.
So, yeah, you can generate hundreds of shorts using AI systems now. And many people are doing this, actually, to make hundreds of dollars of money from YouTube as well as from TikTok. So, how to use prompt engineering? I created a tool guideline. So follow this. Be very specific. State your intent. What do you really intend to do? Direct to output. What type of output do you want? Which format? Ask follow-up questions. Experiment with different phrasings and prompt for fact-checking. So here's the formula. You need to give the context to the AI tool. What is the context? Give it a tick description. Yeah? And then what is the specific information that you want from it? And then what is your intent and goal? Keep them informed about your overall project, overall goal, so that it knows what you're trying to accomplish. And then the response format. What type of an output do you want? Do you want a Medium article? Do you want a YouTube video content? Do you want TikTok Shorts ideas? Whatever. Yeah? So here's an example. I'm a beginner cook trying to make Italian cuisine. Can you provide a simple, easy-to-follow recipe for spaghetti carbonara? Write it as a step-by-step list. So if you do this, like very specifically, you'll get much better answers from these AI tools. Yeah? So use this formula. You can also create your custom GPT. It's very easy to do. Just watch this video, and you can do it this weekend easily. You can create your own custom chat GPT that will help you in your career, let's say, in your job applications. Or you can start selling it, monetizing it. You can publish it on OpenAI website, monetize it as well. Or you can kickstart your own web page, start a small business out of it. If you kickstart a custom chat GPT that solves a very specific problem, then you can monetize it, sell it. You can create a chatbot, let's say, and sell it. The next one, AI video creation. I recommend LTX Studio. So please go to this LTX Studio website. And let's try it, yeah? LTX Studio. Visualize your concept. So this is the website. And I want you to...
Hey there, my web crafting wizard.
I want you to create your first tool, first video, using LTX Studio. You can create a text from ChatGPT. You can create a fantasy story, let's say. And what you will do is you will paste that text and create your first video on LTX Studio.
I've ever tested out is called LTX Studio, and I could finally share it with you in this video. Now, LTX Studio is an AI platform that could turn a text prompt into a complete video, but like nothing you've ever seen before. This is an all-in-one platform, and it's from the ideation all the way to a final video. And I'm going to show you this app in full detail, but one thing that really sets it apart is it's created by a company called Lightricks. Now, Lightricks is probably one of the oldest companies in AI. They've been at this for about 10 years. They made a really popular app called Facetune. They made a full platform that does everything and more. So I'll show you step by step. I'm really excited, obviously, to use going to go to work. And now this is designed more for storytelling and filmmaking with some more advanced option that I'll show you. And I just came up with a simple idea that kind of combines.
So you just paste it. Go to LTX Studio. You just copy and paste your idea. This is my scenario, let's say, yeah? Just a couple of sentences. What is your creative pitch? Put it here, your scenario for your movie.
But this is a computer programmer that finds out that the government is building a AI replica of our globe in order to...
If you can't write it, you can write this with ChatGPT as well. ChatGPT will help you write this.
To run some tests, and then he finds out that people in that world don't know they're in a simulation, and he wants to put a stop to it. Now, May or comic book, and look at this simulation, and he wants to put a stop to it. Now, in a few seconds, I'm going to...
So, you can create your characters here easily.
Get this box that gives me some really unique control. So I could type in cinematic inspiration here with a couple of words. It's done a good job, futuristic, cyber thriller. And next you could change the visual style. So if you don't want photorealistic, which is cinematic, kind of gives you a photorealistic look to your movie, you could do 3D modeling or anime or comic book. And look at this, look at the amount, just look at how many different options I have over here. This is the most complete set of options I've seen when it comes to visual style for any type of movie that we want to create or any type of video. Aspect ratio, if we're creating a movie, 16:9 is correct, but let's say...
So do you want horizontal or vertical?
Hey, what if we were trying to do something vertical for some kind of social media platform that needs vertical, right? We have TikTok, we have Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. This is one of my favorite parts about this app, and we're only on the first page, but right here, it's going to...
So you can go there, create this instantly, by the way. You put your story in it, and start your first video right now.
Create characters for you with different names here. Now, within each of these, you have a lot of control. Let me just press edit here. For example, you could change the appearance, the clothing, and the voice. Okay, so let me just play one just so you hear it.
If one is lucky, a solitary fantasy can totally transform one.
How fantastic would that be for a voice of a character or the narration voice here? And we could change that, the narration voice, I'll show you that. You also have this function to face swap by dragging and dropping an image here. That is incredible, right? Something that's really been hard to do right now. So if you want this to be yourself, let's say I want to cast myself as the agent here, I could go ahead and face swap that out. And you also have options here to regenerate this. So if you select this option right here, it's going to go to...
So you can create your own movies with yourself acting in them, actually.
Work, and it's going to give you a new version of this character here. So this could be... And inside of each scenes are obviously the different shots that you see over here that...
So now it creates these different blocks.
Make up the scene. If you look on the left side, we have scene 1, scene 2, and as I scroll down, you see the rest of the scenes. I think it makes 6 or 7 different scenes. This one has 7 different scenes here. And if I go all the way back to the top, within each scene, I have my different shots that I could control. And if you look on top, you have storyboard mode and you have shot editor. And these are going to give you some controls individually that I'll point out. Right now, let's go over the storyboard mode. Here, you could craft out your story and alter anything that you see. This makes editing the easiest that I've seen on any platform. All you have to do is if you want a shot to be a different shot, like the order of shots, you could just grab a shot, drag it, and now shot 2 is the new shot 3, and you see it changed it automatically here. It's almost completely customizable. You could make any type of alteration to every step, which I'll show.
Listen.
So, yeah, just try this tool. Just put a creative script.
Appearance, type out a prompt here, choose clothing, and then choose a voice. You could, again, listen to any of these voices to see what's a good fit, and then add a new character.
Customize character.
And it's going to go alter your entire story. 3 characters we have, and their voices. And you also, for example, you could type that in, and it's going to be generating that for this entire, and a lot of customizable control. So edit frame is going to take us to that page, but before we go, cinematography made.
So you can create your movie in just minutes. I did create a movie, AI generated. You can also do it right now, yeah? Just try it.
Easy for just about anybody. If you want the shot type to be different, this is a close-up. Look at this. If I click here, basically every type of shot that you could get out of a camera is going to let you choose it. So if you want a super close-up of some of these other options like establishing shot are going to get you.
Okay, so explore them. Go to LTX Studio. You can start with an idea or start with a script as you wish. And I do this with my own script. You can also put technical specifications. I want these specifications. And I want these sound designs. So you can engineer this. If you don't know how to do this, ChatGPT will help you to create these specifications, yeah? ChatGPT can help you. So in the next one, you can create a digital twin using AI. Let's look at how to do that.
Interviewed by a digital version of myself? Well, great question. Reed AI, introduce yourself to everyone.
Hello everyone, I'm thrilled to be here today. I'm an AI-generated version of Reid Hoffman, his
So he created an AI version, digital twin of himself.
digital twin. My thinking and everything I am saying comes from a custom GPT that is based on 20 years of Reid talking and making content. So
the content comes from a custom GPT built based on his digital presence. So if you upload all your digital presence, articles, books, etc., into ChatGPT, it can generate your own style of writing, yeah, and content.
Watched his speeches and listened to his podcasts. I think it gives me a pretty good sense of how you approach the world, Reid.
So first, I'm going to challenge Reed AI with some questions to see what it can do and how good its content is in mirroring what I might say.
Then the tables will turn, and I will challenge you with some questions about AI and tech.
Of course, there's a second question, whether or not I'll answer.
Well, okay, challenge accepted.
Let's get started. Let's take a real piece of work from me, blitzscaling. I wrote a 336-page book, and how do you explain it in one sentence? To a smart person, to a 5-year-old, well, for the Star Trek fans, in Klingon, and as Jerry would explain it in Seinfeld.
Okay, condensing your entire strategy from a 336-page book and operational stability. Now, for a 5-year-old, blitzscaling is like building the biggest tower super fast before anyone else, even if it gets a bit messy, so you can be the leader of the tower game. And now for a Klingon, blitzscaling OH Pus Vidalhig Duj Luchar Glutavistelhab A Doch Van Viol, Hawk Competition Vipo Q A Market Dahara, and finally, like Jerry, in a Seinfeld episode.
Me of business school bingo.
So yeah, you can create your digital twin. Why is this important? Because your digital twin can generate value with your talk, your style, your voice, and it can write like you, and you can amplify your power, multiply yourself by at least 100 using that. So you can do voice cloning with 11 labs. This is the most impressive one. 11 labs, you can register it for free to try. Avatar creation, you can use HeyGen or Synthesia. These are my recommendations. HeyGen and Synthesia. Synthesia is also very good. So you can create avatar, add your own voice, and then you can also do full video cloning, but deepfakes are not reliable yet. So how do you do it? You create a voice bank. That means you will record high quality samples of your voice, 5 minutes explaining concepts, casual conversations, and emotional expressions. Yeah, you record yourself, and then you use 11 labs to create your voice model, and then you create your visual content bank, video segments, and then you create your content generation system, the texts. You can use ChatGPT for that. So you put them all together. The ChatGPT, the 11 Labs voice system, and the Canva, Visual Assembly, and the Final Cut. So yeah, this is how you do it, yeah? You create your voice using 11 Labs. You create your visual avatar using HeyGen, and then you assemble them, bring them together. Start with voice, build a visual system, establish a content system using ChatGPT, and yeah, you can easily do it. The other parts of today, I want you to explore them yourself. They are pretty self-explanatory, but let me tell you, there are 4 hats that I want you to wear to explore the future: entrepreneur, futurist, artist, and content creator. So please look at this chart. Are you using them? Give yourself a score out of 10. 10 means I do this really well. 0 means I don't do it at all. The artist hat, do you do these things? The entrepreneur hat, the content creator hat, and the futurist hat. Please rate yourself out of 10. Give yourself a score. Can you make improvements in any of these hats? If so, please write them down. Any action points, any improvements. You can also put down. Okay, so the entrepreneur hat, I recommend you watch Undercover Billionaire. If you haven't watched this series, make sure you watch it. It's an amazing series. It's called Undercover Billionaire.
Rags to riches, but it wasn't luck. My name is Glenn Stearns. I went from rags to riches, but it wasn't luck. Now I want to start over with $100 and an old pickup truck in a city where I don't know a soul.
So what happens is, these billionaires, they go undercover. That means they transport these billionaires from a city, a new city that they don't know anybody. Okay, a small city. They give an old truck, a cell phone, a used cell phone, and $100. These 3 things. And the challenge is they have to start from scratch and build a new business that will go to 1 million evaluation in just 90 days. But they have to absolutely start from 0. And they start as homeless person. They don't have a house or a hotel to stay. They have to use that $100, okay, in order to survive. They also have to build their business from scratch. And they don't have any networks. They change their names, okay? What happens is all of these billionaires, each of them is a different season. They are able to build new businesses that reach 1 million evaluation from scratch. So they become millionaires in just 3 months. Even if they are homeless, they start from scratch. That's the premise of the program. So watch it. Watch how they do it, because it's all about the mindset, the courage. How do they really think? How do they act? Like, it is not coincidence that these people are billionaires. They can do it again, starting from zero, scratch, again. They can replicate their success, yeah? So how do they do it? Learn about it. So it's the best crash course on business that you will ever see. So make sure you watch this, okay?
My name is Glenn Stearns. I went from rags to riches, but it wasn't luck. Now I want to start over with $100 and an old pickup truck in a city where I don't know a soul. Nice to meet you. I'm betting I can build $1 million business in 90 days. It could positively impact a lot of people if I do it right.
You're doing a good job.
And I'm going to do it all undercover.
Undercover Billionaire, tonight at 8 p.m.
Some of the episodes are on YouTube. Make sure you watch them. It is amazing. So what he does is he goes to the dumpster. He looks for these tires. And these tires, which are usable, he resells these tires for $2,000. And he gets that $2,000, gets old cars, old trucks, sells these old trucks for $10,000. And it sells another. So, and then he uses this $10,000 to build a business, to build his business. So he opens up this business, this restaurant, grows it, hires people, and it reaches almost 1 million evaluation in just 3 months. Yeah. So like how they think, how they transform people around them, how they are shining, you know, with passion, courage, faith. It is amazing. You can learn so much, you know. And all of this learning is like beyond textbook. So, yeah, I wrote an article about this. You can also read this. But they use a mindset which is the rich mindset, the millionaire mindset. I create my life. I accept full responsibility. I'm committed to being rich. I think in big possibilities, everything is possible. I have to dream a lot. I will not be a victim to this system. I will create from scratch. I will be enormously resourceful as an entrepreneur. I will build everything from scratch. I can solve every problem. So they don't think like employees. You know, if you are thinking like an employee, you will be stuck in poor and middle class. You can never become rich by your salary. You are stuck in there, unfortunately. That's why I urge you to jump to this side. How do you jump to this side? You either need to become an investor or a business owner, own a business system. These are the two ways to becoming rich. Yeah? So you need to jump to the other side, from this side, in order to get rich. And it requires totally new mindsets, new ways of thinking, new ways of acting. You need to think like entrepreneurs. You need to be extremely resourceful. You need to solve problems, and you need to create actual value that people care about. You actually solve problems so that people are willing to pay you. Because you are a very valuable person. You solve problems for people. So look at these books. If you haven't read these books, make sure you read them. Have a look. Have you read these books? I believe these books are much more powerful than your textbooks. So if you haven't, start reading these books. So you need to invest in yourself. Don't overspend. Don't ever spend money on luxuries. Instead, spend it on starting your business. Invest 20% of your income, find your passion, and focus on building, creating new things. So the road to financial freedom is not easy. You are probably starting with stage 0, which means dependence on parents or family. Yeah? Stage 1 is solvency. You can solve your financial commitments without any outside help. So you can pay your debt, and you can pay your bills. Yeah? And then you jump to stage 2, stability. That means you paid your credit cards, auto loans. You can still have good debt, which means college loans, mortgage. but you have a buffer of emergency savings as well. And then you jump to stage 3, agency. You have the freedom to live and work as you choose. You eliminate all these student loans or mortgage or reduce them. And then security stage, your investment income is covering your basic needs, such as housing, food, bills, essential clothing, insurance, even if you never work another day. Yeah? That's what you should aspire to. And then independence, it means it supports your investment income, supports your current standard of living. And then abundance is you have enough and some. Passive income from your sources will fund your lifestyle and give you freedom to do whatever you want. Okay? So these are the stages that you need to master in order to be financially free. So, and these are the steps to becoming a multimillionaire. Invest at least 10% of your income in yourself, learning, developing skills, 80% of your time into learning. Don't work for money, work to learn, to create more value. If you master how to learn more value for other people, you can get rich. You can sell your products, services. You can become a one-person business. And this module is about that, how you master, this one-person business mindset. So, do you do these things? Have a look. Which ones are your priorities? Are you doing these things? Choose your top 5. Are you neglecting any of these? If you are neglecting, again, take a note. Change your lifestyle. So, if you have internet, cell phone, and laptop, and you don't need anything else. You don't need any capital. You can become a millionaire. That's enough. How can you make money while sleeping? Give this problem to yourself. Ask ChatGPT, ask Claude as your assistant. You are my business partner. How can I start making money even if when I'm sleeping? How do I do these things? Ask AI tools. And AI tools will help you generate these things. Apps, ebooks, photos, creating new assets. How do you do that? How do you sell them? How do you monetize them? You can do these things using AI tools. Yeah? So the goal is to establish these money trees, money-making trees. Even if when you're asleep, these things are making you money. Even when I'm going to sleep, my YouTube channel continues working. It generates $2 every day. Okay? My Medium, it generates about like $4 or $5 every day, even when I'm sleeping. Yeah? That's the goal. Even when you're sleeping, you don't want to just depend on your salary. You need multiple streams of income that complements your salary. And you turn these into investments. You invest in Bitcoin, Ethereum. You invest in the Magnificent 7 stocks. Stocks that will grow in value in the future. Yeah? And you grow these. Otherwise, you cannot beat inflation. Your salary, you'll be stuck. Inflation will rob you. Yeah? And you'll get poorer and poorer in the long term. So you need to master this game of making money while you're asleep. And remember, your ideas are only valuable when you implement them. Let's say you have the world's most brilliant idea. It is just $20. The value of a brilliant idea is just $20. If you don't implement it, it's worth nothing. If you implement it, then it is where it gets valuable. Yeah? If you get very good in execution, then you can become a millionaire and multiply the smartness of your ideas, and then you become a millionaire. So let's look at some examples of entrepreneurs.
It's sort of a little bit like this. But in order to hear a sound, you actually have to move the bow. We can also use motion to do things like change octaves. And also to change expressive parameters. So, for example, we can hear vibrato being added into the sound. Or we can also use motion to transfer between instruments. So here we have a violin sound, but then we can switch to a harp sound. We can also use motion to actually trigger notes. And we can also use motion to control the sound of a piano. We can play harmonically, also play the sound of an ensemble.
Okay, so you need to be inventive, yeah? Or you can do more traditional stuff. This grandma became a millionaire, for example, making bread.
Your company at $3.5 million.
Yes.
Can you point to your best-selling loaf of bread?
This is the bestseller. To make a large loaf costs $1.60.
What's its price point?
Between 13 and 15.
Hey? $13 and $15.
$15, yeah.
So it's a premium product, and you make it for
$1.60.
$1.60. Can I look at a $13 loaf of bread?
Some of the top restaurants in Perth use that across the board because it's a really nice loaf.
Look how big that is. It's probably 2 loaves.
That's $13.
Yeah.
$1.60's worth of ingredients.
Yeah.
This is fabulous.
Thank you.
Would you like to sit down?
I'd love to, thank you.
It's fantastic. I can't stop eating it.
You've done a great job here, so I'm not surprised you've got all these awards.
Okay, so yeah, think like an entrepreneur. How can I
So your
value, you know, based on your unique strengths. Like think of it in this way. How can you build your own personal monopoly? You are so good in this, that you can establish a monopoly. Nobody can imitate you. Find that spot so that you establish your monopoly as an entrepreneur and dominate that space. Okay? And follow these steps. You need to master these skills for making money online. Are you mastering these skills? Give yourself out of 10. Please rate your skills on each of these. Out of 10, what are your skills at? If they are lower than 7, 8, you need to master. Give more time into mastering these skills, learning, developing these skills, okay? How are you? Please give yourself a score. Copywriting. Do you know this skill? Email marketing, sales, web design for landing pages, social media growth for virality, sending traffic, audience building, graphic design for visuals, brand assets, and marketing advertising for getting people to act. Do you have these skills? Please rate yourself out of 10. Yeah? And if you need to develop some of them, make sure you develop these skills. Get online courses. Watch YouTube videos. You can master all of these skills by yourself as a one-person entrepreneur. And you can become a millionaire if you master these skills and get very good in digital sales. You can easily make millions, thousands, and then millions. So all of these skills are relying on a set of meta skills. How do you hold attention? How do you capture virality? How do you capture attention? How do you do storytelling, persuasion? How do you master psychology, human behavior? How do you sell? Self-awareness, observation, and philosophy, spirituality. If you master these meta skills, then you can master these visible skills as well, much more easily. Okay? So if you master these skills, then you can make tons of money and achieve your financial freedom. And that's the message of this module, really. You need to master these skills to become financially independent. The next hat is Futurist hat. Google achieved a huge milestone, quantum supremacy.
Computers use the natural world to produce machines with staggeringly powerful processing potential.
I think it's going to be the most important computing technology of this century, which we are really just about 1/5 into.
We could use quantum computers to simulate molecules to build new drugs and new materials, and to solve problems plaguing physicists for decades. Wall Street could use them to optimize portfolios, simulate economic forecasts, and for complex risk analysis. Quantum computing could also help scientists speed up discoveries in adjacent fields like machine learning and artificial intelligence. Amazon, Google, IBM, and Microsoft, plus a host of smaller companies such as Rigetti and D-Wave, are all betting big on quantum.
If you were a billionaire, how many of your billion would you give over for an extra 10 years of life? There are some simply astonishing financial opportunities in quantum computing. This is why there's so much interest, even though it's so far down the road.
But nothing is ever a sure thing, and dealing with the quirky nature of quantum physics creates some big hurdles for this nascent technology.
From the very beginning, it was understood that building a useful quantum computer was going to be a staggeringly hard engineering problem, if it was even possible at all. And there were even distinguished physicists in the 90s who said this will never work.
Is quantum truly the next big thing in computing? Or is it destined to become something more like nuclear fusion, destined to always be the technology of the future, never the present? World's most powerful supercomputers for certain tasks. Primacy.
So Google achieved quantum supremacy.
Primacy. That's the moment when quantum computers can beat out the world's most powerful supercomputers for certain tasks.
They've demonstrated with the quantum computer that it can perform a computation in seconds what would take the world's fastest supercomputer years, thousands of years to do that same calculation. And in the field, this is known as quantum supremacy, and it's a really important milestone.
Google used a 53-qubit processor named Sycamore to complete the computation, a completely arbitrary mathematical problem with no real-world application. The Google quantum computer spit out an answer in about 200 seconds. It would have taken the world's fastest computer around 10,000 years to come up with a solution, according to Google scientists. With that, Google claimed it had won the race to quantum supremacy. But IBM had an issue with the findings. Yeah.
Okay, so the paradigm shift rate is doubling every 10 years. As you can see, that means by the end of your career, let's say, you'll experience 16x in 2060s, let's say, if you are living, yeah? You will achieve 16x improvements and innovations compared to today. That means you will experience a year's worth of innovations in just 11 days or so, yeah? So everything will become more and more accelerated and exponential. And our biological brains are not fast enough to master the rate of change that's happening. Even today, I don't have the space, capacity in my brain to keep up with these AI developments because every day there are new innovations. It is impossible to keep up. Like, there is so much innovation going on in the AI space that these top 3 companies, they surpassed together almost $12 trillion, yeah? If you combine the Magnificent 7, they are worth more than 20 trillion right now, 20 trillion. And this will double soon. So $40 trillion of market value is becoming generated with these AI technologies, and they will transform our lives. That's why the average lifespan of Fortune 500 companies are dropping. Right now, it's less than 10 years. That means every 10 years, 10 years is the average age of these companies to stay on this list. Why? Because there are unicorns, new startups coming. And they are replacing the old ones, the old big dinosaurs all the time. Right now, for example, NVIDIA replaced Intel. Intel is being kicked out, yeah, because NVIDIA is much faster. It dominated the whole space. So there is enormous competition. Everything has become accelerated. Especially after the pandemic, everything is faster. Who are watching videos on 2x on YouTube? I'm always watching in 2x, yeah? So everything has become accelerated, that's why. You don't have time, basically. And we live in exponential times. So everything will become much more accelerated. Ray Kurzweil says we won't be experiencing 100 years of change. We will be experiencing 100,000 years of change in this century. 20,000. So in order to keep up, you need to reinvent not just new ideas, products. You need to reinvent yourself again and again. That means spending at least 5-6 hours learning every day. And I'm not talking about your textbooks or modules. I don't care about your modules. I cannot care enough, it doesn't matter. You get the highest grades, it doesn't matter. Your GPA is the highest, it doesn't matter. What matters is your independent learning beyond your modules. How do you master these AI tools? How do you become an entrepreneur? How do you develop these new skills of the new age? Are you curious enough? Tell me about your curiosity muscles. Are you using them for at least a couple of hours every day? experimenting with these latest AI tools? Are you generating AI videos, AI images, AI text, writing your own books, creating your own digital products, trying to sell them, trying to master these digital sales skills, entrepreneurship skills? Tell me about these. Yeah? That's why your asset creation project is very crucial. I want each and every one of you to master these skills and do work really hard. You have 1 month, build it as much as you can and document your journey, yeah, and learning. So that's why you'll be graded on this asset creation project. It's very crucial. If you compound your learning, in the long term, you'll achieve so much more. Okay, so some AI tools, Google Assistant, voice assistants are becoming powerful. You can watch the Google demo of this.
In this video, I'll show you how to create an interactive.
So you can use the...
It's making a phone call. You may want to get an oil businesses. We take an appointment on Tuesday between 10 and noon. What happens is the Google Assistant makes the call seamlessly in the background for you, actually calling a real salon to schedule the appointment for you. Let's listen.
How can I help you? Hi, I'm calling to book a women's haircut for a client. I'm looking for something on May 3rd. Sure, give me 1 second. Sure, what time are you looking for around? At 12 p.m. We do not have a 12 p.m. available. The closest we have to that is a 1:15. Do you have anything between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m.? Depending on what service she would like, what service is she looking for? Just a woman's haircut for now? Okay, we have it 10 o'clock. 10 a.m. is fine. Okay, what's her first name? The first name is Lisa? Okay, perfect. So I will see Lisa at 10 o'clock on May 3rd.
So yeah, Siri is very stupid, but Google Assistant is quite clever. That's why Apple Intelligence, Apple is investing 100 billion on intelligence. Because Apple is back in this AI race, Apple makes the most amount of investment right now on these AI technologies. It makes a huge investment. So China has the most number of companies on Fortune Global and surpassed US in the last 5 years. Consistently, China has more companies on this list right now, surpassed the US officially. Eagle and the Dragon, this is a global race, and trade wars are starting with the election of Trump. Trump is installing 60% tariffs. Why? Because it's very difficult to compete with these Chinese companies. They are very forward in technology. So Beijing has laid out plans to become the world leader in artificial intelligence. That's why they are making enormous investments in AI. So this is a 5G, 6G, AI. It's a huge competition. And China has more unicorns in this space than the US. ByteDance, TikTok, is the most valuable unicorn in the world. Elon Musk sets up a city in Starbase in South Texas. There is a hotel opening up in space. NASA Mars Perseverance rover landed. So I want you to have a look at this. Elon Musk's goal is to send 1 million people to Mars in mid-century. So you have to learn every day to have a job in the future. These are the biomedical advancements. We are talking about human-like robots, AI, nanotech, biomedical miracles. People will live until 200 years. Advanced genomics, 3D printing, fusion of man and machine, metaverse, all of these are coming. People over the age of 60 will double. People over the age of 80 will triple. World population will reach 11 billion. Sustainability will be a major challenge. Climate change will be the biggest challenge, given that Trump has arrived now. So, look at these future jobs. Which ones are closer to you? Have a look. Digital rehab counselor. Would you consider this? This is about detoxing yourself from technology, as people are right now spending 80% of their time when they are awake in front of their screens. 80%, even right now. And this will accelerate. So we will forget about human communication. How do we tackle that? Personal brand advisor. Virtual reality designer. This is VR design, avatar design. Which ones are closer to you? Choose them. I could do this. Organizational disruptor. These are disruptors incorporating chaos into organizations for creativity, risk-taking, innovation. Personal education guides. Brain implant specialists. These will implant chips, BMIs, to our brains. Neuralink, yeah. Personal microbiome managers. These are managing the bacteria, microorganisms. Pharmaceutical artisans. These are customized 3D printed drugs and medicine. End-of-life manager, memorializer. This is your digital presence after your death. How do you manage that? Hyper-intelligent transportation engineers. Self-driving cars are the beginning. The whole transportation networks will have to change. Cyborg designers, which means how do we connect with machines, with our bodies, cyborgs. Robotic holographic avatar designers, how do you design your avatar in the metaverse, your digital twin. Space tourism guide. Space nurses and physicians in zero-gravity environment. Android relationship counselors. These are how do we deal with these machines, because we will become much closer with these machines. These will be our AI relationship counselors, yeah? Boyfriends, girlfriends are already robots right now, yeah? Or these AIs. We become much closer with them. Mind transfer specialists. So yeah, which ones are your jobs? Think about it. And think about how the job market will evolve. These future jobs haven't emerged yet. They will emerge very soon. Okay? So the rest of the slides, I will leave them to you. But you need to, my message is you need to read and watch science fiction to manufacture curiosity, imagination, and wonder. Look at science fiction movies to learn. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, watch it. Star Wars, watch it. Star Trek, Klingon language, they invented a new language, watch it. Inception, watch it. You know, all these science fiction movies. Avatar, watch it. You know. So you can use science fiction to really understand the future. Make sure you read science fiction books. This movie is about animated zones and avatars, The Congress. If you haven't watched it, again, watch this. This is an amazing movie.
And you slammed all the open doors, crushed all the dreams. Then Aaron's condition started going downhill.
Eventually, he will be completely blind.
This proposal won't be on the table again.
Robin Wright for Jeff Green.
You're the future Robin. I'm Princess Bride. And now I'm
I'm in this situation.
What situation are you in, Jen?
The situation of offering you the last contract that you'll ever have. We want to scan you. All of you, your body, your face, your emotions, your laughter, your tears.
So they are scanning all emotions to create a digital entity.
And you want to own this thing called body.
Digital twin.
I have to take care of my son.
Let's change it quickly. We're entering a new age. Once we've scanned you, there's no going back.
Welcome to the Futurist Congress. So you're here too, huh?
You and I are the only ones who survived.
We crossed over 6 months ago.
So in this movie, there is a scene about metaverse and these avatars, animation zones, which is really striking. If you've watched it, some of the movie is in cartoons, yeah? And she just enters these animation zones with her avatar. And that's like the future.
I love you.
Gets back to reality, and I think this is a great depiction of the future. You know, we are in metaverse with our animated heavens, you know. We think that this is the real world. We lose touch with our humanity, reality. In real life, it will be a miserable world because of climate change. You just escape from reality. So yeah, unfortunately that's the future. So digital twins, how to create them, metaverse, Mark Zuckerberg's keynote speech, you can watch all of them. Digital models, which is huge by the way. This is the freaky new world of digital models. Makila is one of them. These create millions of dollars. Digital twins.
I found myself going down a YouTube hole, clicking from video to video, until I eventually found myself on the YouTube channel of Michaela.
Okay, so hi. This is fun and weird. Never done this before.
She's basically like if Emma Chamberlain
Thank you for watching my videos and being my friend.
became a Sims character.
Hi. Hi. I'm gonna share some of my life with you. Honestly, it could get kind of personal.
The interesting thing about her is that she's not a person. She's a character made by a team of writers and graphic artists here in Los Angeles.
I'm a 19-year-old musician, change seeker, taco truck expert, and robot.
We made a video about her over a year ago, and at that point she had just been named one of Time Magazine's most influential people. People feel really connected to her because it's written as if she were a real person. She's got a massive following on Instagram and has collaborated with major brands. And she has hit songs with millions of streams. Since our last video, she's partnered with Calvin Klein. She went to Coachella with YouTube Music.
What's up? It's Michaela here with YouTube Music at Coachella.
And recently became a member of Samsung's Team Galaxy to promote their new phones. Posting on Instagram or Twitter is one thing, but seeing Michaela on YouTube is just bizarre.
I just want to feel close to someone who isn't my family.
YouTube just creates a deeper connection with the audience than Instagram.
I love you. I love you so much. You're so awesome.
And in our opinion, it feels like a real friendship.
I don't think about it as me talking to this crowd of people. I always thought about it as me connecting with one person one-on-one.
Especially when the people you watch open up to you in ways that your family or friends sometimes can't.
I've tried filming this like 3 times already, and I had to stop every time because I broke down crying. This gives me so much anxiety.
To us, this feels like an episode of Black Mirror on Netflix, and Michaela's influence is only growing stronger.
I'm gonna tell you a story that's super embarrassing and made me sad for a minute, but I don't know, maybe some of y'all will relate.
Even though Michaela is continually finding success collaborating with major brands and celebrities, the company that created her has remained very mysterious, and their name is Brud. So we wanted to look into Brud and understand who is behind Michaela and what are their motives, especially considering that one of the first things we found is that they are valued at $125 million. That's a lot of money for an animated character. We began our search back at the studio and found their website off of Michaela's YouTube channel. On Brud's website.
Okay, so you can watch these AI TV characters. They are already in China. Artificial humans, Samsung has Neon artificial humans. Deepfakes are also, this is Tom Cruise, deepfake on TikTok.
What's up? Movie star. It's the last time I've ever seen I love it.
So yeah, this world. So imagine yourself in 2030 as we are finishing today. Imagine that you are in 2030, okay? You come out from the time machine. What do you see around you? Imagine possibilities. And where are you? Given the rate of change that we are witnessing, you know, I just tried to share 1% of the changes that we are witnessing, just 1%. You need to explore the other 99% on your own, yeah? But we witness a world which is transforming really fast. How do you envision your future self in 2030? What do you see around you? What type of a world will you be surrounded by? So please do this exercise quickly. Imagine that you are transported through a time travel machine to 2030. How is the world around you? What are the new technologies? What about your career? How are organizations? How did they change? How did business change? How is your career? Where do you see yourself? Where are your assets? Do you have your YouTube channel in 2030? Do you have your Bitcoin? Do you own Bitcoin in 2030? Have you created your avatar? How much money does your avatar make in one day when you are sleeping? How much money does your digital twin avatar make when you are sleeping? How do you create value? Where are you working? Which company? Which department? Which city are you living in? Which technologies are you using on a daily basis? What are your investments? These magnificent 7 companies, how did they change? What are the magnificent 7 companies of 2030? The new magnificent 7. After, you know, Nvidia, Google, etc., Amazon. Are there new startups that dominated this AI space? And where are you in this new space? How do you add value in this new brave world? As an entrepreneur, as a content creator, as a one-person startup. Like, talk to that future self who lives in 2030. You know, how do you add value? How do you contribute value to this world, to this new world? How do you disrupt yourself, reinvent yourself every day so that you know how to create value? Make lots of experiments, fail, learn from your failures, you know. Disrupt yourself, master these tools, technologies. Create enormous value as an entrepreneur. Look at these top firms, startups, Silicon Valley companies. What are they up to? Which problems are they solving? What are the new disruptive companies? What are they up to? Can you start your own unicorn, your own company, startup, thinking like an entrepreneur? So think about all these possibilities, yeah? And be brave, be brave. Where are you? Imagine and write it down in detail. What excites you? How do you spend your 24 hours? Imagine your 24 hours from the moment that you get up from your bed until you go to bed. What do you do in one day? So capture your notes now, and this is the last activity. Shenzhen, the city of the future, watch the videos. Brain computing, asteroid mining. So yeah, just explore these. Watch the videos, please.
Hey, real quick.
Okay. As you finish your exercise, like spend at least a couple of hours every day on these new technologies and how you master them.
Iron, gold, copper. Minerals are the lifeblood of the world's economy. From the Arctic Circle to the Sahara Desert, the $1.7 trillion mining industry supplies raw materials needed for everything, from skyscrapers to smartphones. But mining also comes with an increasingly critical environmental cost, one that may require us to think about off-planet solutions before it's too late.
Booster ignition.
asteroids, moons and planets in our own solar system hold an essentially unlimited supply of untapped resources.
The first trillionaires will be those who mine asteroids.
Resources like gold, platinum and rare earth metals make some of those asteroids incredibly high-priced, but the most valuable element may be our most basic one.
What you want to mine in space is what you need a lot of.
And while humans have been mining for thousands of years, mining in space requires new, innovative technologies to realize any potential business and economic opportunities. Such technologies might just allow humanity to expand operations off Earth and take that next giant leap.
So watch the video. Asteroid mining is the future trillionaire sector. Flying taxis are coming. They are drones, actually. You can have a look at this as well. And I also included Elon Musk and his latest initiatives. You can watch them. But he transformed 8 different industries by himself. You can read his biography to understand more. So explore these more on your own. Okay. And the last part that I'm finishing is with the biggest global East Asian act in history. They are BTS. They generate 3.6 billion for South Korea. If you know them, these are the names. And yeah, you can explore their success story. I included videos about their success case and how they became a money-making machine globally. And they were on the cover of Time and United Nations. They have their dolls, and I wrote about them, which made me, I think, $50, this article. So have a look at them. I'll finish with this AI video, which will enter your nightmares.
Shit! 2 beef!
Okay.
1 Halibut, 1 fucking John Dory!
There's 1, so you need 1 more.
I want them together!
Okay.
I ask you to communicate with each other!
Okay.
And you're not! Hey! It's fucking redder than your beard, and look at me! It's still raw! Yes, sir. No! No! I'm done. Look. Look at the mess! What the fuck are you 3 doing? Who's running the station? Who's